Excellent, 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 excellent. Here we go. When I say where you at, you say right here, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Type shit. Type shit, type shit. Type shit. All the kids, I need the fly swatter. I need it, I need it. I'm gonna get it when I get off stage. Type shit. All the kids keep going on about. Fuck a private, send it from a personal account. Gotta hawk it to you. Hiding poison in my mouth. Glance only the components to a copious amount. If I find out, coded in directions that you route. If I find out, if your loyalty leads only to contention and a drought, the confession that you flower will only poison you with. I've been hacking weeds. Crazy if you sprout with a sprayer that I tout. I'm cleaning layers of the ground. When it's ready for exposure, pick the pen up like a joust. Defending any venomous behavior as aroused from the doldrums that a poet tries daily to renounce. If the devil tries to trick us speaking only when I bounce, I'm spitting off of Raven like it's Corey in the house. The chamber that I open leaves a hole where you pronounce. Choke on every word till it breaks your big astronomy. Misshapen due to quantity. My circle takes in quality. You say what you've been banking on. Thoughts of your economy. Watch how much consumption's interrupting your autonomy. Reserve your reactions to the actions of the colony and really only speak when you can teach instead of following. You lived a life of bad advice. Lost some opportunities, cut all the ticker tape parade, full all the caution that you threw. You're exactly who I'm thinking of to consummate a plan. Shut the cellar door, I'll go and oscillate the fan. While I roll out a board, we can find where it fits. You can move to the front, no one minds where you sit. I'd approach, I will interpret what it was I tried to draw for you. I pinned up a bunch of pictures. You're like, are you taking down the mafia? Look closer. And you notice that there's Polaroids of each of you. Orders are to make a line and take yours to your seats of you. So glad to meet with you. Break bread and eat with you. Skipped initiation. There's a reason this is reaching you. I broke the algorithm to reveal the infrastructures built by the society of real motherfuckers. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Make some noise for yourselves, real motherfuckers. Yeah, we back, baby. July, second week of July. Technically the first. Here we are again at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, Wednesday night open mic. If you're not here for that, you're in the wrong place. All right, church is on Sundays. All right, I know this is giving, a little sanitized, a little underground church. Paul, baptism class is on Thursdays. I got to see you there. All right. All right, we're having an open mic tonight, chat, and I thank you so much for coming along on this open mic journey. Now, I already gave the rules, people at home. Hello, it is not being live streamed today. All right, unfortunately, but for you people in the future, what up? Hope everything's okay. All right. I already gave them their rules, their house rules, the open mic rules to make sure the show goes nice and smooth. But of course, I got to give the third rule, the motel guy rule. All right. If you didn't know what that is, it is the following. Many of you already know this, but if you don't, play along. Okay. Third rule, motel guy rule, no ego. Oh, yeah. No ego in this mic. Many of you already knew this. Sheena didn't know. Sheena, you here? Make some noise for yourself. Hell yeah. Thanks for pulling up on us. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, no ego, Sheena. All right, did you leave it at home today? Here you go. Okay, good. All right, in case you didn't, let me explain why it's important that in my mic, at least, there is no ego. And since most of you are performers, all right, this is important for you. All right, your ego, it's your identity. All right, some people say you cannot eat without your ego. That's fine and dandy, all right, outside of these doors, all right? In fact, your ego has compulsed you, all right, compelled you, all right, to pick up that pen and start writing, all right, to get on stage and do your thing, to paint, to draw, to do whatever, all right, to get you kind of separated from your ego, from your traumas, for the things that identify you. You put it on the canvas, and there it is. Now, when you come to an open mic, you're ready to perform it, right? Okay. There's a lot of clashing that goes on in open mics that I've seen. Too much battles of one's identity and egos. All right, no, we must coalesce here. All right, it's all about unity. This is a safe space. You can come up here and no one's ego is bigger than another. All right, so no one's art is better than another. All right, so that's why we leave our egos at home, performers, okay, at all mics, and just in general in life. And in case you have not left your ego at home, that is fine. We do a little exercise here, all right, and if you would like to participate, please do. I need you to, all right? Pretend there's a big bin over here, right on that stool. All right, about a yay high. You can see it, kind of, in your mind's eye. All right, at the count of 3, well, no. First, I have to throw mine in. This is what I'm gonna do. Boop, flip, there it is. There's my ego. Easily bruised. I hate this fucking thing. All right, and I love coming to this open mic so I can throw it away for a second. Plop, into the bin it goes. Now I can be the best open mic host I can possibly be. I can forget about all my troubles from today and just be giving you that energy you need, especially if you're worried about whatever you're going to perform today. All right, I'm going to encourage you. Maybe I'm going to even let you go over past 3 minutes without getting mad at you. All right, you're going to have a wonderful time here, and that's my job to make sure that happens. All right, so now on the count of 3, please humble yourselves and throw your ego in this thing here. Just pull it out, pull the egos out, chat. This is what I need to see. Are you holding them? You feel the weight? A little heavier, maybe heavy today, all your problems and shit. All right, into the basket it goes. At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Kobe! Oh man, there goes Gaby. Jesus. What the hell? A little Canadian ego. Out of apologies. Simone, would you like to catch the ego today? All right, thanks. All right, there you go. Catch it. Put in the lockbox for me. All right. Visit Simone at the merch table, please, to get a cool hat, perhaps, or shirt. I think we got books too for sale. There's no shirts? It's just shirts, no hats. Well, you can go to our website and support us that way and get you a cool dad cap. All right, this thing is awesome. All right, keep the egos over there, and perhaps, chat, you will not even want to take them back before you go off into the streets of New York, right? Perhaps you want to leave them here for the rest of the day. All right, how do we feel? A little lighter? Make some sort of noise for yourselves, yeah? A little lighter? All right, fucking fantastic. All right, what other open mic makes you do that? I don't go to any other open mic like that. All right, this is a good welcoming room, I swear. You can tell us anything. Tell us your deepest, darkest secrets, your confessions, all this stuff. I know some of you poets out there, y'all have them, and I can't wait to hear them. And I'm sure everyone else can't wait either now that we have that whole ego thing out of the way. All right, we're gonna support each other. You're gonna even talk to each other because you told yourself today that you're gonna go touch grass and you're gonna go to an open mic. So let's fucking do that. All right, shall we? I got a good list going on. All right, let's take a look. It's all digital now. Where are you? Ooh, we got some people, like 14 or so people. All right, a lot of comedy. Ooh, a couple comedians, sorry. Ooh, nice. Some poetry. We got a song and another song. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get you on stage, kind of like this, all right? We're gonna go into the order as you kind of signed up, all right? And I'm gonna use some baseball terminology. So first, up to bat is Daniella. Where are you, Daniella? You in the back? All right, Daniella, you're first, and then here comes the baseball terminology. I'm going to use the term on deck, of course. All right, on deck, meaning next up, meaning get in that batter's box. Wade, where you at? What's up, Wade? Thanks for coming up. All right, get ready, warm up, lock in. All right, if you got to pull out your phone, pull out your journal, whatever the case. All right, get it ready, put it on that page, dog ear it, and get ready to go. All right, but not before we see the likes. Some poetry of Daniella, y'all. Let's make some noise for Daniella. Let's get started. Hell yeah.
First.
You're first. Hello, friend.
Hello, how you doing?
Okay, all right, let's get you. There you go. Go get them.
Let's be mean to our exes. Just kidding. Yeah, I dated somebody a few years ago. Hi, you love YouTube. Who was always like, I owe so many people apologies, and then never gave them. So when things were falling apart, here's this. A letter to my ex's exes who are still awaiting their apologies. I have spent months considering you, the Rolodex of lovers that I learned to identify by their indiscretions. I'm memorizing your mistakes so as not to repeat them, but evidently I'm not a quick study. You with your mismatched narratives, immortalized in her oral history, staining the sheets of the bed she lets me share for now. What I cannot offer you in excuses, I will grant you in peace of mind. Yes, she's still watching. Sprawling in my apartment and criticizing the decor, tapping in from a burner account, shameless, and scouring the internet for evidence of her conquests. Pulling up pictures and playing me videos like a cigarette after sex, bragging about the hand she had in your story, quietly terrified you aren't doing the same. And yes, she is still just as beautiful. And yes, to watch her adored by many from afar is to feel you have been close to an untouchable magic. And yes, I'm asking where you stored your own self-worth when her anger came hunting for it, where you kept it out of sight like an escape hatch, like a private prayer. And yes, I'm still calling it anger instead of the other word my therapist gave me to use. And yes, I'm begging to understand how you survived the end of her affection, because it's my turn now and I'm scared. Fear has spread like a disease in my blood and her desire for me has not cured it. I want to know if your final days brought with them accusations of ambivalence, if you learned to steady your breathing to keep the tears from coming in public, and if she always found your sadness irritating too. I want to know if what you lost in love was ever returned to you. I want to know if there's something wrong with me. These are answers you don't owe me, queried in the absence of overdue apologies I cannot provide, but you should know that last week I told her how lucky I felt to be chosen, and she laughed and told me she'd heard that one before. Thanks.
Hey, Daniella, y'all. Heating up this mic. Going first. Thank you so much. Caliente. A little letter to the exes, huh? Too bad my exes can't read. I'm kidding. That's weird. That's weird. What does that imply? that's not good at all. I think that backfired. Okay, thank you so much, Daniella. All right, more people, come to me, people. Ready to sign up, for the open mic. I see y'all. All right, no rush. We just began. Daniella did not shout themselves out. I know where they are. They're in the back. We'll talk to them and ask them where we can find you. But everybody else, yes, as I said, please, all right, tell us if we can find you on the internet, if you have any pages or anything like that. Okay. On deck, we have, Paul Skiff. You're on deck, Paul. Ready right in the front row. The poetic stylings of Paul Skiff. But let's give it up first for Wade, y'all. Yes! Make some noise! Wade! He's here with a shirt. Okay.
Thank you.
Be tall. Go.
I wrote this a year ago and meant to come here then, but as they say, the second best time to plant a tree is today. So, I stand in the shower. Water streams down my forehead, creating a delicate flow at the tip of my nose. Water pooling on my eyelashes, just enough that my eye remains open, observing every drop. And it's perfect. I remain still to stay here as long as I can, pondering how many times I've done the same in other moments I know cannot last. My body sways and water pours down my face, and I can't help but laugh. I turn to the water, tracing droplets, racing through spattered tiles, converging into small masses before they suddenly disappear. My eyes wander to the rising steam, escaping beyond the curtains. I look to its origins to see it emanating off my arms. My body sways, and water streams down my forehead, creating a delicate flow at the tip of my nose. But it's different now. Tears fill my eyes, just enough that I can feel every drop. And it's perfect. Thank you. You can't find me anywhere. I don't have social media. Don't look for me. Thank you.
Don't look for Wade! Can't see Wade! John Cena Wade! That's fine, Wade! I love that. Find them in the shower, guys. All right, fantastic. Wait, you know how many fucking poems are written in the shower? Is this not relatable, Chad? Isn't it wonderful when you can look at the world poetically? Thank you so much, all right, for stopping for a moment and kind of just appreciating life in that. Appreciate you, Wade. Okay, on deck, we got who? Igbo. Where are you? You back there, pal. Thanks for pulling up on us, all right? You sit tight. First, we got to hear a poem from Paul Skiff. Paul, the legend, the GOAT. Here he is.
Well, this is obviously an ego-based confessional poem. Joy bomb. When the vice principal of the high school pulled me out of class to ask me why I called in the day before to say I was not coming to school, and he informed me I had been absent a total of 181 half days, and that if I was absent 2 more, the state would not let me graduate. He bemoaned that he did not like doing this job, but he needed the extra money on top of teaching science. He then asked me what he should do. I told him he should quit. When the cop pulled me over to ask why I'd given him the finger, I told the officer there was nothing I could do, since defiance was an instinct that had been bred into me since birth. When the dean of the students at the professional art school required me to sit in his office to be interrogated about why I was wearing a Nazi uniform with the school's name on the armband, I noticed his inept move to flip the on switch to a tape recorder in the desk drawer. So I pulled a chair to the back wall of the small office and whispered, I am fucked up by this environment. So when I come here, I am going to do to this school what it does to me. From a stage at the Rock Against Racism concert where I was asked to speak a poem against hate, I told the whole 10,000 person crowd in Union Square they should join me in burning it down, and it would be a joyous cleansing they would feel good about. I told the 5 cops and their lieutenant standing over me as I sat in the park while they were trying to figure out the right code number for the charge they were going to write me up for that I sympathized with them, as I knew they could not pay for a college degree to be a doctor or a lawyer, so they had become cops instead. I still have their summons that says the people of the state of New York versus Paul Skiff for breaking the law against unnecessary noise. But as the cops walked away and the small crowd that had assembled to protect me disappeared, I let the voice of my drum speak very loudly anyway. I told the board of directors at the not-for-profit the chief financial officer was habitually abusive to the staff and would not tell the personnel of color if they were even going to get a raise, even after giving all us whites a raise 6 months ago. Laying in bed after she flew across the ocean so she could be with me for just 24 hours, I told Melanie she needed to wait 1 more second while I tied the end of the yellow raw silk scarf around the base of my phallus so that when I looped the other end around the back of her neck and held it firmly taut, each pelvic thrust would have the silk caress her clitoris. When death tried to corner me up the block from the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, I told it to go ahead and shoot me. I don't got no money. I recount all these things, and you should have heard of the others I had to leave out. I recount all these things in all humility. And so you should know better than to tell me 3 fucking minutes are up, because all my fucking life, I have been setting off explosions of joy, just like this.
Hell yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. That was awesome. It's like that. That was good. That was good. But Paul's always fucking good. And been good. Legend. All right, this is what New York City sounds like, what the Lower East Side sounds like. Please look up the history of Paul Skiff. He's historical. The whole time I'm like, is this play about us? You know, that TikTok sound? All right. Okay. Hey, friends, I see more people in the audience now, all right? If you still feel a little trepidatious to sign up for this open mic, don't be. All right, pull out your notes app, pull out a poem, pull out a grocery list, and please sign up. The sign-up list is still open. All right, on deck, we got Scott Pleasance. Where are you? Scott. Make some noise for yourself. Scott Pleasance, are you here? Oh, hello, Scott. Halo. All right, Scott's in this bitch right now with some poetry, and also so is G Igbo. Give it up for G Igbo, y'all! Yeah.
Stand up real tall. Feel me? I got you. Like Wade over here. All right. Y'all can hear me? Yeah. All right. Name G Igbo. This joint called Pancakes. Dear Dad, damn, it even feels weird writing it. But this being unhappy shit ain't working out, so these therapy demons got me exercising. Damn, I fucking hate you. But it's worse when I miss you. Still dry, growing tears with childhood trauma at tissue. Still drown your leftover memories with day-to-day issues of work-life balance. Hashtag the adulting challenge. But if life is a movie, what kind of fucked up Disney film you left me in? Somebody let Mufasa know he wasn't supposed to leave his Lion King. Plot twist. Scars he left is what really raised me. By freshman year, I'm selling bud. By junior year, pharmaceuticals. It's clockwork, how the block works. Step 1, wash the money. Step 2, wash the blood off my cuticles. Plot twist. A nigga went to college and shit. Okay. Got a little creative writing degree. So this ain't a rap song, it's a poem. A nigga graduated on time and never got caught holding. Been jumped once or twice, but your son never folded. Book nigga, no stranger to that street life. I priced it, I sold it. Not a chameleonaire yet, but niggas still saw me rolling. And they was hating. Found love in my 20s. She broke me only after she saved me. In my 30s, I almost went half on a baby. Pro-choice, no choice, she didn't keep it though. She was crazy about me. Didn't stop me from cheating though. But I guess that's what happens when your pops is a god at first and the devil late. You live a regret-filled life. You can no longer blame on age, right choices, wrong women. We are all actors and my bed is her stage. Or whatever the fuck. Mama said I might find peace, letting you know just how much it sucked. Well, that didn't work, so I guess I'm gonna wrap this shit up. In your absence, Moms led me to Jesus. He guided me when my own strength could not, so I let go and let God, but that forgive and forget shit part I could not. Cause I still remember when you beat her ass outside that IHOP. Shit crazy, I was 15 and she was only 5, my nigga. I know you was dead inside. Did that shit make you feel alive, my nigga? It's all good though. That day, I became both her brother and her father figure. Work hard, drink hard, Lord knows how I still have a fucking liver, still regret I wasn't man enough to pull that fucking trigger. Don't worry. I'll walk your 3 daughters down the aisle and make sure you're supposed to be wife. Never stop smiling, a letter from your oldest son. Thank you for teaching me how to be a man by not being one. Poem.
Fucking awesome. Shout out to G Igbo, y'all. Yes, G, thank you so much for that. Wow, thank you for teaching me to be a man. I must write that down. That was an excellent closing line. By not being one. That was sick. Right? Something like that? Did I fuck that up? By not Fucking A. Good job, G. Well, thank you so much for that. All I wrote was conversation turned testimonial, processing turned pancakes. This is what I got from your piece. Wonderful stuff. Excellent, excellent. Okay. On deck, we got C.R.H. with some poetry. C.R.H., where are you? Let's go. All right, C.R.H., you're on deck, friends, but not before Scott Pleasance, y'all. Give it up for Scott. Oh, man, it's Scott Pleasance. Hey, yeah, what up? Jersey in this bitch. Come on now. Scott, I'm gonna need to ride home. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay.
Poetry. Yeah, man. I told you I'd do that poetry shit. Uh-huh. Hit me back in about 5 minutes. All right. Nah, no Facebook, Instagram. I am Poet33. Or tell them they could just Google me. Scott Pleasance. T-neck. Yeah. My poetry will come up. Peace. Walaikum salam. Love you too. Excuse the interruption, but that was my brother. He's calling me from upstate. Yeah, that upstate. Got caught up in some things when we were younger. They had him out in Queens on the island for a little while. Then they told me he caught a body. Don't ask me what the circumstances are, but now, well, he is where he is. You see, we grew up in the same household, shared the same bedroom, same mom, same pop, same dude, same dare, same dreams, same nightmares. Always trying to break free. You know, they say it's the streets that hold you captive, and then you graduate. And then you find yourself wearing that suit, walking down that aisle with bars on both sides behind the walls that confine. They say your environment is what you make it. My brother said it's just a state of mind, and that he feels like he's frozen in time, and how time will pass you by and make you question your self-worth. You see, my brother never had a checking account or a debit card, but for some reason, it always felt as though he was trying to pay back something to this world, something that he could never repay with interest. You see, my brother is a king who wears a crown made out of tattoos that hide vaccination marks used to protect us in a society of half-empty glasses. And as the younger brother, when my brother told me that he can fly, well, I looked up into the sky and I saw an image of myself looking down. And when he placed his hand on my shoulder this evening and my phone rang, well, I answered it as I always do, and I had a conversation with him as I always do, and he told me that he feels like he's frozen in time. Kind of like our parents who died, like our friends who died, like our children who died, kind of like my brother. But I'll continue to have those conversations, and I'll talk to him and he'll talk to me. And then I will ask you, please excuse me for just a moment when my phone rings. Because although it's been several years since he's passed, sometimes I just really need to speak to my brother. Yo, yeah, no, I just finished. No, I think they got it. Yeah, I think they got it. Peace. I'll bring it back through. My name is Scott Pleasance. I'm the current poet laureate for the township of Teaneck, New Jersey. You can find me on Instagram at IamPoet33. Appreciate you. Thank you.
This. Oh, I'm gonna cry. This is great stuff. I am from New Jersey. All right, raised in New Jersey, and it's so wonderful seeing fellow people from across across the river. All right, I come out here, all right, I've been coming out here exploring the arts and what I can do with it for years. And thank you so much, God, for pulling up on me and this gig that I have going on right now. Okay. Okay. On deck, we have Gaby Ortiz. Where are you, Gaby? All right, with some poetry for us. Fantastic. Good poetry, too. Watch this. All right, but not before C.R.H. Give it up for C.R.H., y'all! They're here! They're here! They're here! Yeah! Yeah!
Hey,
Yeah, look.
thanks so much. Okay. Yeah? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Hey. Okay, new shit. All right. But I love you, she says. Love me. Love who? Love what? I've heard so many I love yous to an avatar, a cardboard cutout, and homunculus, only to have those vows clawed out of me in the dead of night. A clear path I'd been walking covered suddenly in thorns and turn back signs. The ones I ignore because they told me they loved me. Swore I was their one and only life partner, confidant, everything they'd ever wanted, like a script they'd all been issued before stepping in my gardens, rolling in the verdant till it strawed itself yellow, ripping up the rutabaga, mistaking it for rubbish because they're unsure of how to ingest it. You love me? That doesn't pierce my heart joyful or warm my veins like contrast. It gores me, blunt and bloody and all-consuming injury a real body'd never come back from, except I'm not real, am I? Not to you because you won't taste my deep. Not to me because that's the only thing I see. And a midpoint version doesn't really mean anything. Lukewarm and spit politely or ingested out of courtesy. I know so much about me, having witnessed the breaking, the healing, destruction, rebuilding, having upheaved my grief to its most extraordinary, because as soon as it touches anyone outside of me, it buckles them, makes them run ragged and screaming for safety from my garden's rich soil, ripe for planting seeds, buried next to curses and blessings, a vessel, a vessel, a vessel, a vessel. When will I stop holding weak men's confessionals, blind women's overflow, false visions of a masterpiece that doesn't hide 10,000 layers of mistake underneath? 10,000 layers of not quite the right green, 10,000 layers of the wrong bend in the creek, 10,000 hours of waiting, watching, digesting, hoping that the oil dries saturated enough to transport your eyes to a fantasy so full of movement you can't believe it's sitting there in front of you, holding its breath, trapping in its energy as you watch me bang against my own glass walls, carnelian murals that have entertained you so fully that you believe you actually love me. You love me? Me who? Me what? Only the richest art, tapestry woven from silken grief and woolen heart, a boucle blend that's never been quite right for the ones who call yourself lovers, with your eyes that cannot see, your hands unfathomable, unable to fathom me, your desire lying, your fear casting alluring English ivy over everything, dismembering its habitat space as it's so known to do. And though I loved the brick of it, how it used to curve and dome and sweep, apsed and porous, sturdy, parapeted, living symbiotic with the gardens beneath, now it is fragments pulverized and donned by the I love yous to the homunculus like breadcrumbs on a cutlet. How nicely you brown up, how zesty you taste, well seasoned after defacing me, ravaging my gardens and rolling in my remains, calling the deathly cloak you wear. But I loved you. That's it.
Yeah! Okay, chat. Thank you so much, C.R.H. All right, as they make their way back to their seat, let us practice, because I haven't heard it enough. All right, some feedback from the audience. All right, let's try some snapping. All right, I should have did this before. I apologize for you other performers, but this is the noise you want to hear. All right, snapping did begin at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Fun fact, okay? If you didn't know that, all right, it's synonymous with, poetry events and stuff like that. It started here with our organization, okay? Let's practice some stomping, all right? If you like something that you heard, you're like, damn, let's practice some, right? It's like whatever you heard tastes good. All right. And let's practice, since we do have a bit of time, right? Let's practice run it back. Okay, and hopefully the performer will repeat themselves, that hot line that they just spit, okay? Feel free to make some noise, all right? Really give some support to your fellow performer. All right, on deck, we got some comedy from Dan Laitman. Dan, where are you? You're over here. Okay, fantastic. But not before. Gaby Ortiz, y'all. Give it up for Gaby. Gaby's here. Gaby, yeah. You're around my height. All right.
I apologize because it's probably gonna be over 3 minutes, but I'll try my best. To everyone who hates the color of my skin and the accent my mouth refuses to evict, come closer. I want your ignorance to hear me clearly before it embarrass itself in public again. You hear my accent and start acting like my tongue just committed fraud. Relax. My mouth has passed more checkpoints than your history book have honest pages. My skin is not your warning sign. It is the evidence bag. It carries countries your comfort helped burn, then blame for the smoke. A country can call you illegal and still schedule for the morning shift. A country can spit on your name, then cash the taxes attached to it. Tell me again who's stealing. No, really. Use your outside voice. I am the daughter of a woman who made dinner out of almost nothing and still seasoned it better than your entire personality. I roll my R's. My R's are machetes with excellent rhythm. Every time one leaves my mouth, some colonizer portrait gets nervous in a museum. You call my English broken, baby. Your English has never had to prove it deserves oxygen. But please, tell me more how my accent is the problem. Because I have been told to go back to where I came from by people who cannot even go back to the beginning of their own sentence and find the subject. Please, my English is not broken, it is armed. It has crossed oceans without a life jacket. I am short, but I am not small. I am compressed damage. I am 5 feet of unpaid ancestral overtime. I am not aggressive, I am precise. And if precision cuts you, maybe stop standing so close to the blade. You hate my accent? Amazing. At least I have a few languages. English so I can explain the racism, Spanish so I can insult it properly, Spanglish for when the bullshit crosses the border first. And empathy, which makes 4, but don't worry, I know that one is hard for monolingual racists. You hear my accent and think less worthy. Funny how I learned your language while surviving what your language did to mine. With every syllable you tried to send down and every vowel you wanted deported, I still crossed the border. Maybe what bothers you is that I survive what you cannot pronounce. Maybe what bothers you is that my skin remembers what your flag keeps trying to forget. So to everyone who hates the color of my skin, listen carefully. I am done making my mouth less country so yours can feel less guilty. I am not broken English. I am loud on purpose now. I roll my R's until the room remembers who sharpened the alphabet. And if my voice makes your walls shake, good. Maybe they were built on stolen land anyway. Maybe the fire was waiting for a woman like me to open her mouth and say, I understood your bullshit in every language. And still, the most dangerous thing I ever became was fluent. Okay, so I am on Instagram as Gaby Ortiz, GABYORT16. Thank you.
Give it up for Gaby, y'all! Yeah! Hell yeah! I am not short. I'm short, I am not small. That's what Gaby said. That's my fucking mantra now. Thanks, Gaby. I am compressed damage, Gaby said. That was hard. Same. All right, on deck, we have a short break, all right, for a lovely little promo video edited by our friend and virtual mic host Elemental right after Dan Laitman. Stick around for that, but of course not before the comedic stylings of Dan Laitman. Oh, yes! He's here! Yeah! Go get him, Dan! All right. You're good.
Give it up for your tiny Filipino elf.
That's me. No presents for you, Dan.
I'm Jewish, so. So my wife, I got married a little while back, and she doesn't mind that I have no muscles. Like, I can't do a pull-up, but I can pull out. I'm still waiting for during Malone.
All right, bro.
I have schizophrenia because I have to. It was fun at the movie theaters. I got like the full like cinematic 3D IMAX experience. If I'm just looking at the ingredients on a peanut M&Ms. I'm kind of selfish. Like if I was ever on a cruise ship and they were like women and children first, I'm like, I came from a woman. I look like a child. I saw in the comments of a video recently that comedy video recently where he's like, this made me smile. I'm like, that is a terrible comment. Like, I see some of you smiling in the audience. It's killing me. Laugh. I'm gonna make an Ashton Kutcher movie about fishing called Dude, Where's My Carp? My wife took me to Disney World and like, you didn't need to do that. You could have just taken me to a CVS. For a schizophrenic, it makes no difference. I love Halloween though, because it's like this is my Christmas. Like, see, I can take my friends out and go like, see that vagrant on 23rd Street? He was always a leopard. But me and my parents went to see The Soloist, which is a really great movie. And they came away with like really great questions like how can we fix the mental health care facilities in the world? And all I thought was, why can't I play the viola? This is my impression of the Charmin Bears after a hard day of work. I'm wiped. I think it's ballsy that after Kevin Hart's special, he said, I'm Kevin Hart. I'm like, we know. Oh, thank God. Pacifistic Marvel villain, the Civil Surfer. Silver. All right. Yeah. Why not end it on that one? By the way, my comic friend is on after me, and he would love it if you didn't laugh at his jokes and just snapped. You can find me at Dan_Laitman_stand-up. Please laugh for my friend, seriously.
Give it up for Dan! Regular here at the Nuyorican Pulse Cafe open mic. Thank you so much, Dan. And as promised, all right, a little promo video. Please turn your attention towards the screen. We'll be right back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for the greatest community in the world. This is your halftime report. I am your correspondent. My name is Elemental, bringing you all the latest news and upcoming events brought to you by the legendary Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and as always, keep creating. Peace. The Nuyorican Bowery Slam, happening every Monday at the Bowery Poetry Club in New York City, hosted by Luna Rosa and Jay Rose. Doors open at 6:30, but the line starts at least 30 minutes earlier. Winner receives a $20 cash prize and a chance to compete in the final Friday Slam, occurring on the last Friday of the month at Loisaida Center at 7 p.m. Hosted by Matthew Marroquin and Paul Conqueso. Winners from the Nuyorican Bowery Slam compete against each other for a $100 cash prize and a chance to compete in our annual Grand Slam. Plus, there's a Twilight Hour open mic hosted by La Bruja. Make sure you come through. Our open mics at the Loisaida Center are all kinds of incredible. The venue records high quality audio and video of all performances, and they are live streamed to the Loisaida's and Nuyorican YouTube channel. All except the first Wednesday of every month, we have Women Orator Wednesday, aka Wow, hosted by 2024 Grand Slam champion Somebody's Mama. Our all acts open mic by and for all women and women representing peoples. This month featuring the one and only Roya Marsh. The remaining Wednesdays of the month, we have the Nuyorican open mic hosted by Brian Acosta Arya, aka Brian the Motel Guy. Doors open at 6 p.m. This is where stars are born. No guaranteed performances for latecomers, so make sure you are on time, folks. Our online programming, which are absolutely free, include the online open mic hosted by yours truly, weekly on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific via Zoom, live stream to YouTube. All styles are welcome. The second Tuesday of every month via Zoom, we have the Slam Workshop, facilitated by the 2015 Grand Slam champion Joel Francois. This is theory and practice. Don't miss it. Get your tickets today. There are many other in-person and online events coming up. For info and tickets, all programming can be found at nuyorican.org/calendar. Our social media, website, and other links, including to sign up for our mailing list, go to linktree/Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Also visit our YouTube channel to catch past live streams of online and Loisaida open mics and many other special events. The Nuyorican Poets Cafe is a non-profit 501c3 organization based in New York City on the Lower East Side. Ticket sales and grants don't cover all of our programs and operations expenses. So here are ways you can support us to help continue to move poetry forward in the spirit of our founders. Our merchandise, shirts, hats, cups, and tote bags available for purchase at our Nuyo table, in our in-person events, or online at nuyorican.org/merch. New materials coming all the time, folks. Stay plugged in. Donations are very much appreciated and tax deductible. Scan the QR code or go to nuyorican.org/donate. Check out and subscribe to our Patreon site. Gain access to events not available online or to the public. Go to patreon.com/Nuyorican Poets Cafe. We would love to hear from you. If you've attended one of our shows, let us know about your experience. Go to nuyorican.org/survey to complete and submit the form and receive a special gift for your feedback. Special thanks to our tech team, our programs and operations team, our hosts, our volunteers, and our executive director, plus all our sponsors for helping us keep the spirit of artistry and inspiration of poetry alive and moving forward through the spirit of our founders. Brought to you by Elemental Vision Works, inspiring change through passionate poetry and creative productions. We appreciate you. Have a great rest of your night. Peace.
Thank you. It's beautiful. And I love the Latinos. People are mean to you for speaking Spanish? Eso es terrible. Huh? Everyone. No, no todos. Yo voy a hablar contigo en español. Yo soy, it's that I can speak Spanish even I'm white. That's why they call me Preston Gringo. Huh? Me gusta. También. I love her. Give it up for the Latinos, por favor. Please, please. Thank you. I had a TV show in Spanish and in Colombia, and not only that, I married a beautiful Latina woman. So, thank you. Thank you. Also got divorced to a beautiful Latina woman. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you Thank you so much. Thank you. And I have a racist redneck uncle in my family, and he goes, I know why you got divorced. It's because you married an immigrant. I said, Uncle Jim, you can't judge me. You married your cousin. Am I right? Am I right? Fucking redneck. Yes. Yes. He goes, hey, well, I don't know. How'd you find yours? What'd you do? Did you buy her? Did you ship her here? That's what he said to me. I said, that's so offensive. I would never pay for shipping. Right? And I go, dude, you married your cousin. I'm not the black sheep in the family. He goes, not my fault. We met on the internet. This is what he told me. I said, first of all, you met on Ancestry.com. That's not a, right? That's right. Do you do the hoo thing? Like we need that, a little hoo. Yes. Yes, and his wife is actually my cousin and my aunt. I know. Inbreeding does that. So I never know what to call her, cousin or aunt, and he goes, just call her both. So I call her cunt. Right, bizarre request, yes. Anyway, so here's the deal. I love the Latins. I'm actually gonna be having a baby, so that's a big deal. Thank you. With two lesbians who are from Venezuela, two lesbian women. And I'm already getting like some hate. Like I'm getting like, oh man, what if it's a boy and it's gonna be raised by two women? I'm like, that's so stupid because these women are tougher than any man you're gonna meet in Manhattan. Like, right? Like these women, like one of them has a face tattoo. They both like box, obviously, but they both box. Yes. And I call her Dyke Tyson. Yes. Preston Gringo's got it tonight. And the other one is light on her feet, so I call her Floyd Gayweather, okay? So, yes, I'm just telling you, I love them. And I think that they'd be great with kids. I've seen them with kids. They do everything we do, but they have different, like they use lesbian lingo for everything. Like they never say put on your seatbelt, they just go strap on, so it's fine. But besides that, it's all the same. It's all the same, and they do box, and sometimes I play ring announcer. Sometimes I'll be there, like a 1950s ring announcer. I'll be like, here we go, we got Dyke Tyson and Floyd Gayweather. And it looks like both these women can take a licking. Guys, I'm just calling the shots as I see them. The gloves are off, and now they're fisting. Oh my God, they've both gone down on each other. Okay, this is what we're doing tonight here, guys. All right, yeah. That's what, thank you. That's the first time I've ever done that. Appreciate that. By the way, for you at home, if I'm surrounded by flies, it's not because I haven't showered. It's just because this place has flies. Can I just say that, please? Thank you. Yes. So I love the gays. I love them so much. I never understood homophobia. I can't believe how you could be afraid of gays. In fact, when I used to rent a house, and the owners are gay, and people come to the house, and some people go, aren't you afraid to live in a gay house? I go, that's so ignorant. The house isn't gay, right? Well, the owners, yeah. Then what's the worst that could happen in a gay house? A gay ghost comes out in the middle of the night and comes out of the closet, doesn't even go boo, just goes, hey boo, What are we doing here? Guys, thank you so much. That's my time. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Love you guys.
Give it up for Preston Gringo, yo! Where can we find you?
So sorry.
Let us know.
You can find me fighting ice. No, I'm just kidding. You can, at Preston Gringo. At Preston Gringo. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Preston. Whenever Preston's here, he pulls up on us at this open mic. All right, comedians, go tell your rapper friends we're here. Rappers, go tell your comedian friends that we do this mic. All right, poets, tell your magician friends. All right, all act open mic. We love it. Thank you so much, Preston. All right, on deck, we got Sheena. Where are you, Sheena? Oh, hi. Sheena's here. Wonderful. With some poetry, but not before the song by Paul Taylor, y'all. Yes! Give us a song, pal.
So this will sound a little bit different than some of the stuff I've done in the past. I feel like I've done a lot of genres. I haven't tapped into this one as much to the point that I don't even want to say what I think this is, but this song is called Monster. You play. I was a monster, baby, I know. I was just asking you while you was playing me, leave it alone. You could turn it up. I was a monster, baby, I know. I was just asking you while you was playing me, leave it alone. I was a monster, baby, I know. I was just asking you while you was playing me, leave it alone. I was a monster, baby, I know. I I was just testing you while you was playing me, leave it alone. To honor, to love her, I want her, could I have? She under, she over, I'm tripping, it ain't on. You were the one who was fun, that got me all wanting it, don't even know what to say. In love with your body, you want it, you got me, just take all my money away. In love with the way that she sway, took over the boy from the bed. I make enough time, I made up my mind, I'm too far behind, cause I was a monster. Baby, I know, I was just testing you while you was playing me, leave it alone. I was a monster. Baby, I know, I was just testing you while you was playing me, leave it alone. I was a monster. Baby, I know, I was just testing you while you was playing me, leave it alone. I was a monster. Baby, I know, I was just testing you while you was playing me, leave it alone. Can't play no game, she lit. Real grown man talk no jit. She won't go far, she play her part, I'm gon' get in the mix. Don't need no chain, blame wrist. I rap, I sing like this. I won't go far, pick up my part. Wanna get me true, wanna get my heart. Cause I want you, I need you, I gotta be one with your everything. Where do I start? So motivated to have you elated, berating you push us apart. I wanna turn wrong into right, and I wanna face it tonight. It can't be too long, with you I belong. I wrote you this song cause I was a monster. Baby, I know, I was just testing you while you was playing me, leave it alone. I was a monster. Baby, I know, I was just testing you while you was playing me, leave it alone. I was a monster. Baby, I know, I was just testing you while you was playing me, leave it alone. I was a monster. Baby, I know, I was just testing you while you was playing me, leave it alone. Thanks, y'all. Yeah. You can find me at B like Bark, D like Dog, Paul Taylor, BD Paul Taylor. I follow everybody back. The numbers might be off, but like, since I've moved here, I started following everyone back. Yeah. Thanks, y'all.
So good!
Come on! Let's fucking go! Hell yeah, thank you so much. I must ask, like I ask all the time, Paul, is that streamable yet? Is
That
it
song is less than a month old.
less than a month old?
Less than a month old.
Okay.
I'm working on a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
And at the right time, all of it will be out like around about this.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Paul, you already made it to the Nuyorican Poets Cafe open mic Spotify playlist, all right? Yes. So if, for all of you singer-songwriters, rappers, or whatever, all right, we get you on the playlist if you come to my mic, all right, so people can find you, all right? You can find Paul Taylor under Paul Lewis on Spotify right now if you follow this playlist, which I hope you do. Okay, that was fantastic, dude. What a hook. Thanks. I love that, all right? There's one thing about Paul, the beats never lack, all right? They're always fucking hot. All right, thank you so much. All right. On deck, we got Dee R. James, where are you? Dee, make some noise for yourself, Dee R. James. Come on. Clap for yourself, we'll clap for you. Let's do it. All right, but not before the poetic stylings of the one and only Sheena, y'all. Yes. Look at him. I'm so happy. All my friends are here.
He didn't trip. You didn't hear that. Nothing happened back there. No, nothing. Right. I didn't actually know what I wanted to do, so I'm just gonna test my memorization on you guys. Ooh. See, it's already starting bad. If you lived in a house where the roaches have won, you'd know it stopped being a home long before they made it to your room. You'd know negligence as someone else's word, someone with less and worse. Isn't it a loud term? Everyone would know. And what do I know? We donate, Feed the poor, play the part, blend and smile as the house falls apart. There are worse places, you know, there are children in Africa. He wasn't aiming for you. People change. Do you want them to take you? When I was your age, I can give you something to cry about. Crying again. All you do is lay about, stay inside, so leave then. Only hindsight can strip the truth of the vulnerable youth and distance from the fuse. You are no longer that innocent now, and you are in control now. Why do you flinch now? Look at all your things, you privileged thing, your impermanent things, you impertinent thing. You can flood the house with broken things, and you, my dear, are a broken thing. Do you cope with more things? My mother is a maximalist, but loves to say cleanliness is next to godliness as she boards the plane to escape the grime, leaving me to answer for grown folk. Crimes would be years before I'd learn not to conflate myself with burden, their filth with my worth, because when no one claims responsibility, children often volunteer or get volunteered as built-in service, at your service, born to be of service. You'd know cleanliness as a habit, a rash, the checking and rechecking, the obsessive nature of blame, the recrimination of the defenseless, the weight of accountability, responsibility on undeserving shoulders, a juryless trial, fear, futility, that confusion and lack of consequence has to go somewhere, you know. Eventually, you'd know rock bottom as a concept that people throw around when things look hard, but they are silent, when the weight of breathing is a malevolence you cannot shake. That rock bottom is a convenience, a place where you can still negotiate the fare for the bus ride home. It's a palatable place in comparison. Overpopulated and crowded, had I known how faintly sound would travel this far down past the final fault line, I would have sooner smuggled me into the depths to watch the bubbles stop. Rock bottom. Rock bottom is a cute place where we can laugh that the world is fucked and rent is due. The house is where my youth tried to die. She made me an escapee. I sought refuge everywhere in the house's absent hands. Her creaking floorboards won't say my secrets are hers to whisper to every open ear, or that I spent years flooding the floorboards long before I learned how to scream. And my mother would never say my happiness is worth more than her freedom, and I would never ask her to. I just hope she knows the truth, and her God never neglects her to. If you want to follow me, you can. It's Sheena Rocke, SHEENA ROCKE. Thank you.
Hell yeah! Come on, give it up! Fuck yeah! Wow. Wow. Sheena, you rock that shit. Thank you so much for that. What a stirring poem. Oh my gosh. So many great lines in that. Thank you, Sheena. All right. Okay. Is this your first time at this mic, Sheena? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Come on now. We love this. I want to see you more. More. All right, on deck we got Maanya. See you again, Maanya. Thank you so much for pulling up on us. All right, give it up for Dee R. James, everybody. Oh, you pulling up again too, pal?
Thanks for having me.
Excellent.
Wow, a lot of tough acts to follow. But you know, that's what inspired me to write when I'm about to perform. To all you beautiful, talented people that gets misjudged. My body's top priority was put together in a construction showing a masterly design. I'm at peace a good portion of the 24 hours day and night provides with higher power signature. But I do get irritated when things go left, knowing I was right. So yes, I'm standoffish when I footstep standing off stage while being applauded to what I delivered that made them aspire and attire that's GQ to their desire. But this peace of mind a few times a month breaks in pieces. It's reason why I write many pieces. So in good health be emotional releases. The more I age, life experience obviously increases. With joy comes pain, with success comes failure, with first dates comes breakups, with mornings before evenings comes afternoons, before death comes birth. 2 decades after his birth be term, he left too soon. Is it because his face wasn't seen enough to know the unseen? Mental got more critical, detrimentalizing the use. So if you see a soul that's not in the blend as joy, it could be they just official to their focus. You'll only know this if choosing to compensate over trying to be a dictator. But know what? We're used to it. We purposely limit ourselves to the non-welcome of a place, especially if we feel we might catch a case. That's why in my mix, be personas as jazzy like chocolate-filled ingredients that be a treat while watching for tricks. They too be in our mix, but our collaborating still be dazzling, like how footwork was on the course by the championship Knicks. No need to fear how it appear, cause this above the next scene stays in handsome repair, giving good taste to my neighbor's German shepherd's licks. So to those who request I fix my face, it's a delight that be bright, but their eyes don't squinch, cause they see my face is very well fixed. DEE_R_James. That's my Instagram. And keep doing what y'all do, beautiful people.
Let's go. Okay, cool. Hell yeah, DR James. That was excellent. Thank you so much. I saw it. You saw it, right? I saw it. It's because we leave the doors open. It's hot outside. Okay. We got Maanya, Stephanie Law, Mingda, Villainous New York, and Elisha. All right, that's going to close out our first round. I'm pretty sure we have time for a second, maybe third. All right. On deck, we got Stephanie Law. Where are you, Stephanie? There you are. I'm gonna leave this up here for you, Stephanie. I think you're tall enough to get this thing, right? Okay. All right, Stephanie, you're on deck, and coming to the stage. Give it up for Maanya, y'all. Yes, Maanya. Do the poem.
So as Brian said, my name is Maanya.
Yeah.
Not Manaya, not Maanya, Maanya. With 2 A's so that strangers can learn to hold my name in their mouth without chiseling away the respect that my name stands for. But the respect somehow erodes. After a date with the sun, I need to whip up haldi, dahi, basin, and shahid to chisel away my dark shade. Forget about a date. The base is too dark anyways. Match to the whites of my eyes, not the skin that carries me. Why too tighten the noose of assimilation? I grew up with Fair and Lovely in the house. The story of how a woman fails to interview for being too dark. But sure, once I scrub away the shade of my grandmother, who gets the job? Because it certainly isn't me. Remove the roti from my hand, I'd rather eat with a spoon than spend another lunch period explaining why my fingers touch the food. Even though there's a concept of burgers, greasy french fries, sticky wings, once you replace it with curry and roti, my hands become the problem. My coarse hair, both on my head and body, must be shaped perfectly, or my worth is determined. Pluck each insecurity strand by strand until I'm smooth with no hair out of place. Chisel my brow into a natural shape and remove all facial hair before I'm called a man. So, my name is Maanya. How much of me must disappear before you can say it correctly? Thank you. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube at The Dabbler's Diaries. Thank you.
Give it up for Maanya, y'all! Don't fuck it up! Oh, that's so nice to see you, Maanya. Excellent. Okay, regular here at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. As I said, on deck. We got Mingda. Where are you? There, you're right there. Thanks for sticking around, pal. All right, coming to the stage. Give it up for Stephanie, y'all. Yeah! Hey, you. Go get him. Okay. Come on, Alfred.
Okay, so this poem is called It Takes Two to Dig Deep, and it's about the battle between the mind and the heart. A change of season, another year on the rise. I turn in the mirror. There's something I've wanted to say. My brain is tired from running. I only have so many places to hide. In the deepness of the fear is where my so-called substantial truth resides. This heart is sore from doubt. The pumping veins, they lay. Can I avoid the desire to soul search at all cost? Staying put will be the hardest thing I do all day. A mind clenching in gloom. It wants sunlight, it wants release. Coming forth with honest words. It's a luxury, a style, a way of peace. My core speaks her way into oblivion. Casual at times, yet so damn afraid. Disarm me from these senseless emotions. Help me while I unnecessarily contemplate. I walk, I tamper, I'm buried knee deep in it all. If I could just let my voice do the talking, make the inner chatter come to a stall. The heart of the worry, the mind of the soul, they've moved but an inch, already they're gold. No more detriment in my confidence. Take your blinders off, they'll say. I'm moving to the beat of every single moment, living each day with more familiarity, more elegance, more grace. I turn back in the mirror as these leaves start to fall, just like this porcelain skin of which has been shed. A new concept I am holding on to dearly. I am my own best friend. That's it. Thank you. My Instagram is just scripts by Stephanie, and it's Stephanie with a PH.
Yay! Stephanie came back to me. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Little note, okay? Last time you were here, Stephanie, is when I hosted. Well, last time I saw you. All right, and you mentioned, well, your poem was about a certain couple that you saw a documentary on, right? That scaled the skyscrapers, skywalkers, right? And then, right, and this may sound familiar to all of you if you watched the news recently, because I swear to God, like a week later, you saw these motherfuckers climb the Empire State Building. And I was like, I've heard a poem about this. What the fuck? And people were like, it's fake, it's fake. I'm like, no, I heard a poem about this. It's real. That shit's real. Wow. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Fucking coincidence. I love it. I love it. Okay. On deck. We got a Villainous New York. Villainous pulled up on me. Hell yeah. Thank you for pulling up, Villainous. All right, you sit tight. You're in the batter box, okay? All right, coming to the stage. Give it up for Mingda, everybody. Yeah! Go get it, pal.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. What's up? Yo, I really like everything I've heard so far, so I'm gonna do mine. Okay, so I'm Mingda. I make R&B and rap music. I wrote a song called Shining Star. It's about women. I make some references in the song, so I hope y'all enjoy it, and it's pretty personal, so let's do it.
Yeah.
make a song with you, I can't pretend. You an inspiration, yeah, I'm a fan. When I write with my pen from within, in a sense, I feel innocent. But then again, we all sinners though. Like the baddest woman in the Senate vote. When she putting on her pantyhose, when she give me kisses, I want plenty of those. Yeah, kisses, I want plenty of those. She take me to places I never been before. Yeah, I never been before. I see you working 9 to 9. Girl, I see you sacrifice. Gotta take a break from time to time. Girl, you're perfect. You don't stop. You keep learning. You really have my heart. You always raise the bar. I see you from afar. You a shining star. I look up to you in the night sky. Girl, you held me up at the right time. I'm talking SZA, Doja, Tyler, Aaliyah, Janet, Keisha, Seven, Elisha, Superwoman in the flesh. All this time I knew you a leader. Yeah, I know you a keeper. Know that I need you. Yeah, know that I need you. Sip a little brandy, now my problems are gone. Now I need a ray of light when I'm escaping it all. All this pain, all this rain, help me take it away. Need some love, need some faith when I'm losing my way. All the women in my family, yeah, they work so hard. Sometimes they forget to sleep, sometimes they forget to eat. Mama let me eat first so I could eat everything. Grandma looking like a zombie, working 80 a week. Working at the factory like some fucking machine. I guess a better life isn't really what it seems. Off of the American dream, off of the American scheme. For a couple dollars an hour, but it meant everything. I said it meant everything. So I better keep that legacy going, keep that energy flowing, keep that therapy going. Yeah, all this pain that I'm feeling, it's just for the moment, it's just for the moment. I fucked up so many times, please stay with me. A deadbeat with no money, I would hate to be. You and Pops are looking down at us faithfully. If I ever let you down, would you pray for me? Yeah, yeah, would you pray for me? I see you working. You working 9 to 9, girl, I see you sacrifice. Gotta take a break from time to time. Girl, you're perfect, you don't stop, yeah. Girl, you're perfect, yeah. You really have my heart. You always raise the bar. I see you from afar. You a shining star, yeah. Thank you. This is my first open mic ever. Thank you so much. Y'all can find me on Instagram. My name is Mingda .music, Mingda music. Thank you.
Yeah, first ever, I love that. Did we produce this beat, Mingda? Okay, no, is it on streaming services? You just wrote it. This is new shit. Excellent, excellent. Can we find you on Spotify or anything like that? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get you on this playlist, the Nuyorican Poets Cafe open mic, Spotify playlist. All right, give it up again for Mingda, y'all. Hell yeah. First time at the open mic. All right, but certainly not the last. Thank you so much for performing and expressing yourself. On deck, we got Elisha to close out the first round. Elisha, where are you? You're in the back. All right, Elisha, fucking get your poem ready. All right, but not before. Villainous New York, y'all. Yes!
I want to thank Brian. I met him earlier this week, and I'm very honored to be here. I've been wanting to come here for a long time. This is my first time here. I can't be extorted. Words get imported. Checks get deposited. Important. Y'all favorite artists could get distorted and put through a fucking portal. One thing about it, I might leave the room if the room is crowded, full of folks who ain't about it or ain't about shit. I keep my 16 shrouded. Disrespect me, I highly doubt it. I'm highly clouded. You smoked out, vision clouded. What a mess up. Always come clean like I got a fess up. Yes, sir. In Texas, I got a Vanessa who want to be a hairdresser, but I don't know if I'm gonna let her because for fear it might get the best of us. Fuck your inclusion. Isolated vocals so cold, they need seclusion. New poem, who this? I'm gonna repeat that shit. Oh. New poem, who this? Woo. I'm gonna end that there. Yo, it's my first time here, but check this out. I also dropped my very first song ever on July 4th. It's on every fucking thing. It's called Westworld. Villainous with a $sign at the S. Westworld. My first song is out everywhere. I fucking love you guys. And like my man said, y'all keep creating. Thank you guys so much. And yo, last thing, because I already know Brian, I've seen it, I should have learned already. It's Villainous, all spelled out, 17 letters. Thank you, New York.
Hell yeah, that's what New York City sounds like. Hell yeah. All right, go stream Westwood rather. Villainous, $sign S. Excellent. Thank you so much for pulling up on me. Met Villainous a couple weeks ago, all right, at Pride, during a Pride open mic. Fantastic. All right. Elisha, you're going to close us out on this first round, then we'll get to the second round because it's only 7:57. Got a half an hour to go. Okay? Give it up. Keep the energy going for Elisha, y'all!
Thank you. Thank you. I also want to just thank Brian because he kept me to my word. I said on Monday I would get up here and I was not about to do it. But I got some new shit. It's very uncooked and still has some ingredients that are needed. But I'm trying to challenge myself to write about more positive, wholesome, and take myself out of my wounded space. So I think I just needed to say these out loud to feel it, to get there. So it sounds kind of crazy to say, but I want that 90s love. Like, Elisha, what the fuck are you talking about? You were 0 to 5. Yes, precisely. I was freshly alive, experiencing this life for the first time, from the simplicity of air making its way throughout my body, awakening limbs riddled with sensations, electrifying every nerve ending, amplified yet contained. As I swallowed my pride, as I learned to swallow my pride, because I'm literally so weak I don't even know I have knees. With this love, I want to learn how it feels to walk again, to see, to know there is no life without you, from this rebirth and every lifetime thereafter. That's it. Yeah, I mean, you can find me, Elish.Yareen, that's my middle name, ELISH.YAREEN. We could be friends. I don't really post my poetry, but I'll be here if you want to talk.
Hell yeah, give it up for Elisha. All right, if you peep the shirt, it said Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Why? Because Elisha, like many others, volunteered with us, all right? So consider. Working with the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, definitely an educational experience for years and years. So many volunteers have come through, learned on site, learned on the job. So thank you, Elisha, and shout out to all of our volunteers and everyone that works here at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Second act time, I think, right? I think we can do 5 performers, okay? There's no musical acts for the second round, unfortunately. So if you have a track, please do it a cappella. All right, that's all we ask for. So here's how we do this. It's kind of ghetto. All right, I'm gonna close my eyes. I don't know how else. All right, I'm gonna close my eyes. All right, and I'm gonna open up at the count of 3, and you raise your hand if you want to go again, and I'm just gonna pick you blindly. All right, that's pretty much how this works. Say again? Oh, you didn't go? What the fuck? Why? Why did you go? Huh? It didn't go through at all. Jonathan, what the fuck? Oh, okay, my bad, dog. No. You come up. If there's anyone else that did not go for the first round, is there anyone else that did not go and wants to go on in the second round? All right, please raise your hand right now. Anyone? Okay, just wanted to make sure. I want to make it fair. All right, I'm sorry, Jonathan, I did not get your fit on the list. Give it up for some poetry from Jonathan, y'all. Hell yeah. What happened? Shrug emoji, I have no idea. Fuck your name, my bad, dog. Oh, we got mustache now? Come on, Jonathan. What the hell?
Ten hut. Welcome to the U.S. Marines, the first and final stop on the American dream. We seen you grow up in public housing, on government cheese with dozens of fiends, a dungeon conceived by the state. So we can relate to meals and rations fashioned for profit, millions of miles with exposed ribs to feed. In our projects here or while abroad, it's all the same. A hungry child, a wild dog. We created the belly of the beast. Whoa, at ease. Because whether a gun or a medal, the medal is all the same. This is a nation of kill or be killed. And you were raised with the options, we're doing drills or doing drills. I know it's hard to digest when you're already starving, but rookie, it was all part of the process. Why do you think we call it the projects? Planning recruiting stations in black and brown communities, the unity of our elders, Uncle Tom and Uncle Sam enlist. Said Uncle Sam, but not with extended finger, enlist. With our nation's extended iron fist, dipped in our drinking water, farther than Flint. They fit a rifle in our hands and tell us to enlist for bread. So lead-riddled dark bodies leave other dark bodies riddled with lead. We watch our young men and women enlist, men and women enlist, men and women enlist of memorials and murals, in lists of funerals. Flowers for families of the fallen, the irony, the iron clang of sky-fired rifles, the irony. The irony. How the embalmed bodies of our boys lay so still, star-spangled, mangled from war, adorned with medals, by bombs bursting in air over Baghdad, with rockets' red glare ready to raise Iran. If our dead vets could speak, they preach of a Marine with too many beaches breached, came back with broken bones into an even more broken home. And at some point, they decided veterans look better in caskets. The American dream is dead and its destiny is to feed on itself. Why do you think a sergeant always calls a rookie a maggot? A 10 hut. Welcome to the U.S. Marines. Join with me as I recite the truest rifleman's creed. I said, this is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. We say, this is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. We say, this is my life. And there are many who buy it, but this one is mine. You can find me on Instagram at PROQUOW, ProQuo. Thank you.
Say it again, brother.
You can find me on Instagram at PROQUOW, ProQuo. Thank you, guys.
Woo! Hell yeah! Let's talk to the man! Chick, chick, blow! Give it up for Jonathan, y'all. Oh my gosh. Electrifying. Thank you so much. This is my swatter. It's not charged, so it's not doing much. Okay. Fuck. All right. Let's keep, all right. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry it did not go through on the digital list. All right, but I'm glad that you rose your hand, advocated for yourself. All right, you were here the whole time. I'm looking right at you. My bad, dog. All right, stupid digital things. Who needs them? We're going back to paper next time. Okay, as promised, we'll do a second round. We need 4 of you, artists, writers, whatever you want to do. All right, so I'm gonna close my eyes. All right, and at the count of 3, please raise your hands. I'm gonna pick you blindly. All right, 1, 2, 3. Raise your hands if you want to go again for a second round. We got Gabby. Okay, we got. All right, hold on. Gabby. Gabby, did I get you? All right. This sucks. I can't see anybody. You back there. C.R.H. Okay, sorry. Dan. Again, artist, musical acts. Daniella. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. Let's see what we can do. All right, with those 4. All right, on deck we got C.R.H. All right, coming to the stage. Gabby, you ready?
Me?
Yeah, you're ready. Okay, we'll give you a second. You want a second? C.R.H., are you ready? Okay, you locked in? All right. Sure, Gabby? All right, can we skip you and then go right to C.R.H. and then come back to you? Okay, Gabby. Okay, on deck we got Gabby over here in the front, but coming to the stage all the way from the back. Give it up for C.R.H., y'all, yes!
Thank you. Okay, hi, okay. This is very raw, very, very raw. In June, you sent me a picture in an email. No other content, no subject, just a picture. Your dog, who I love, surrounded by plants I didn't recognize, doing better than yours ever do under your expertly wan thumb on a windowsill that isn't yours with a pride flag dangling in the foreground. There's been no other contact made. No apologies, no requests, no demands, no sharing, no trying until Pride Month, my month to celebrate who and how I love. A month you know the dreariness of grief might drop for just a moment. So now you ask for me to rejoin your game of reading smoke signals, a beautiful language I've never known and you never taught me. Made cowardly in your colonizer fist, your entitlement for conquering so endemic, you fail to see how hedging your yellowness pressures me. But your hands no longer hold me, not my wrists or my neck or my spirit. Your feet no longer trample me, not my face, my chest, my heart. I know too much. I've been held hostage, but that's where you birthed me. I fought my way out, slipping through the bars with Crisco grease as many times as you dragged me back, spooning out cement when you couldn't bear to look at me, sawed the iron with my cunning, breaking most of my teeth, until I opened my own palm that had been wailing itself against brick to find where it had always been, the key I only needed to release. So I did. Exhaustion took my muscles, heartache buckled all defenses, betrayal cracked my ribs wide, and as I laid vulnerable, you inspected, found this gory openness pleasing. You needn't work so hard to crush me if I'm annihilation itself. You found such relief, and as ever, you found me wanting. Left no instructions how to mend a split frame. Then again, healer's never been your vocation, just powerful enough to decide who gets chosen. And I showed up second. I roared into everyone's surprise. I came unwanted and challenged, holding all of your anger and anguish, the raw nerve you couldn't extinguish long enough to change your stars. You blamed my truth-telling for your drowning, not your choices, not your failings, not your wounding, not sick men's violent hands squeezing you into a cage like the one you made me. Do you think you built it to protect me? Did you bargain with some entity? My sentence, your freedom. Did you not know any better, Madam Genius? And if so, when did you figure it out but allow it anyway? It was already done. Why make waves? But I did what you could not foresee, a language you never saw fit to learn, and I refused to let me teach. I stitched myself together using chewing gum and masking tape, turned my will in the lock of the cage, leeching my grief through every bloody knee, and when my wounding was too deep, I asked for help. A hand or two to drag me just a little further, sometimes back in a direction I didn't mean, but my head, it rests in grass now, and my eyes have cleared enough to see my pastures do not live in your brick road. I am the Emerald City, not glistening or perfect, but powerful and verdant, terrifying to behold, sewn together Mary Shelley style. I am your horrifying creature, but now I'm free. Poem.
Give it up for C.R.H. Real rough, C.R.H. Yeah, real rough. Not polished. Right? That was excellent. Look at that. That's what the open mics are for. Bring us the rough gems. As rough as they sound, rough. That sounded pretty fucking good to me. Okay, thank you, C.R.H. Come back to me, please. Thank you so much. All right. And for those that didn't make the second round, come back to me anyway. All right, I'll be here next Wednesday and the Wednesday after and the Wednesday after, of course. And all the Wednesdays over here at the Loisaida Center. All right. On deck, we got Dan. Dan, you ready for some jokes? With some jokes? All right, crack open that notebook. All right, but not before. Gabby, y'all. Give it up for Gabby again. Hell yeah, all the way from Canada. Give it up for Canada, y'all.
But I'm Ecuadorian. Sorry, this one is a little bit harsh, but I gotta get it out. Yes. He popped my cherry, didn't wait for the rain, ripped a field before the roots could claim their space, a harvest of violation, a stolen season. But the roots remember, they feel the tremor of injustice, the ache of stolen land. This is not just a bad day. This is not a broken heart. This is a life in a third world country where survival is a war zone and hope is a flickering candle in a hurricane. So to that little me hunched over the Sunday newspaper comic, ripping out pages to make paper dolls because Barbies were only for the ones with the fat wallets, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't speak when unwanted hands like welcome tios at a quinceañera crept under my skirt. Fear held my hand hostage, and I, pathetic, I smiled instead. Told myself maybe it was my fault. Because what the hell do you say when your body becomes a battlefield? When your own skin is a fucking war zone? What poetry sits right with the trauma? I'm sorry, but I was too scared to break the glass and let the light in. I'm sorry, they devoured my cookie, a childhood dream, a bite of sweetness, snatch away. Let the dough to burn, a scorching reminder of what could have been. Then they called me a whore, like it was a name carved into my skin. And the very men, the architects of my ruin, the master builders of my trauma, they came to my farewell party before I left to Canada. To toast my silence, clean their glasses, they came to bachata dance on my broken bones, kick up the dust of my dreams as I stood in the corner, a forgotten statue covered in the film and stained with years of unspoken pain, wondering if I was still breathing. Wanting to see if my heart was still capable of breaking farther. Fingers gripping my sides like chains, holding me to a nightmare I can't wake from. And I kept quiet. Hell, what was I supposed to say? Thanks for the trauma. I appreciate the violation. How do you testify against those who buy their crimes in court? Those whose money screams louder than justice. How do you find your voice when they've stolen the words right out of your mouth? I'm sorry that I even have to say sorry for every moment I spent in silence, but I'm shedding this weight piece by piece, turning these apologies into armor, a shield made of words, and I am reclaiming my voice. So I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry for being here, for taking back my story, setting it with fire hot enough to melt the shame off, loud enough to carve the pavement, and this time I won't let anyone silence me again. And the architects of my ruin, they will tremble because I am rising and I'm here now, and I'm really, really done saying I'm sorry.
Hell yeah! Come on, Gabby. Thank you so much again for pulling up on me at this mic and sharing your art with us. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, to close out the show, Daniella, you're on deck, okay? All right, but not before. Okay, but not before our friend Dan Laitman, y'all. Kill him, Dan. Turn it up, Dan. Here's the stool, Dan.
Yeah. All right, round two.
Let's go.
Continue to do new shit?
Yeah.
So as a liberal, when I say pardon me, I mean excuse me. When a GOP senator does it, he means it literally. From my wife, I've learned a couple things. Like I learned that you can actually break a nail. And I always thought that was like something they said in cartoons to set back women's rights. Whenever somebody says somebody was reincarnated in a story, they never began the story, and then he took a nap. One good thing about being this size, I'm 5'6", I can never be in big trouble. I can be in medium-sized trouble. You know the fact that everybody has a credit card's worth of plastic in their body at all times? I do, and that's overdrawn. With the schizophrenia, so I can use this again in the video. I have schizophrenia because I have to. It's hard to feel bad for my other friends with other mental illness. Like they can say like, I cried today. I'm like, I cried 3 times at the same time. That is mental illness and efficiency. I think Trump is literally spoiled because look at the hand. Woo! I saw a kid on a train today. I was heading back into the city to do this. And he was like, oh, I want to keep the train ticket. I'm like, this kid is going to make an adorable hoarder. Remember when the Spice Girls said, tell me what you want, what you really, really want? And every man went, anal! I got hepatitis at a teaching hospital. We both got a B. Should I do a risky one? Let's talk about Epstein. I know that killed the mood, but I think it killed itself. And if I'm still let back in the country. All right.
New shit from Dan Laitman. Thank you so much, Dan. You can find him here on Wednesdays here at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Thank you so much, Dan. All right, to close out the show, give it up for Daniella, y'all. Yes!
Okay, this one's not about an ex. A few weeks ago, I went like really viral online because I got sexually harassed in front of my building for a guy who really wanted to see my toes. And people were like, gentrifier, let him see. It was like 35 million people. It was really disconcerting. So anyway, here's a poem about it that really pissed people off after the fact. It's called Quality of Life. Another morning in the world of immortal men, so afraid to die that they've become intent on taking everyone along with them. Men so afraid to be alone, making sure no woman converses or confides, humanizes herself too loudly, or worse, demands of him humility. Men who will make you an object in motion, created, destroyed. Men like dogs, in want of a sweet treat, paying no mind to the poison, licking their lips until the bitter end, asking why death tastes like dessert. Thanks.
You're welcome. good. Holy moly, that was okay. Thank you so much. Short but sweet, we love that. Thank you so much. My gosh. Okay. All right, that's the list for the second round. Thank you so much for sticking around. All right, but don't go yet. All right, so because as per tradition, I like to give notes after the mics that I host, of course. Yeah, just a little bit of notage. It's things that have stuck out to me, all right, that made me go, interesting, and I typed it down really fast. So if I butcher any of these lines or anything, forgive me. This is just me just giving you some confirmation that you did a wonderful job tonight. Okay. Going down from just a list in general, all right? Daniella, you're first. All right, thank you. So, and after I mention everybody, everyone in the room, please say thank you to that person, all right? Daniella, I love the first poem. That was great. Let's be mean to our exes. All right, this letter that you wrote to your ex. I spent months considering you with your mismatched narratives. I love that. That's true. There's some narratives that we have no control over, right? With those exes stained in the bed sheets. I want to know if what you lost in love has returned back to you. These kind of questions, right? That may never be answered. But thank you for kind of bringing them up in a poem in that second piece. All right, it was short, but wow. Another morning in the world of mortal men. Sucks. Can't sleep in those days, right? Thank you, Daniella. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Daniella. Wade, you're still here, right? Wait, there you are in the back, all right. But you pulled up with a great poem right to the front. Second best time to plant a tree is today. You mentioned that off the cuff, and I love that. Second best time to plant a tree is today. Wonderful. I stand in the shower, remain still, stand here as long as I can, turn to the water, tracing droplets, racing through splattered tiles, eyes wander through the rising steam, right? We were there. Right? You brought us there. Such great writing. And that's what poetry does. It makes you fucking reflect back. All right? See the world through poetry more, just like Wade. Thank you, Wade. Thank you, Wade. Wonderful, wonderful. Paul, Skiff, he left. He skipped down on us. All right, but not before. Actually, you know what? We have a book that we sell here at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe events, all right, called Aloud. You can find Paul's work in there. And he's read it here at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe Wednesday night open mic. But not this. I've never heard this one, the Joy Bomb poem. I visit the vice principal. Over 100 days absent. When asked what he should do with you, you told him he should quit. Told the cop you gave a middle finger to, that defiance was an instinct you had since birth. I love that. I recount all these things in all humility, and so you should know better than to tell me 3 minutes are up. Because, I love that. Because all my life I've been setting off explosions of joy just like this. Thank you, Paul. All right, this, wherever you are. All right, he's probably going to pull up again next Wednesday. Like always, a fucking legend, seriously. Igbo, are you still here? G left? Thanks for sticking around and that pancakes piece. A hitter, a heavy hitter. All right, dear Dad, even feels weird writing it. I hate you. Worse, when I miss you. Right? These are lines that stuck out. Drown your memories with day-to-day issues. Hashtag adulting challenge. I love that. Street life, right? Turned to the streets, right? Turned it into a creative writing degree. This ain't a rap song, it's a poem. And then I wrote conversation turned testimonial, processing turned pancakes, right? You brought us there. Some real life situations. Thank you for teaching me to be a man by not being one. Gripping. Thank you so much, G. Igbo. Thank you, G. Igbo. Thank you. Really good stuff. Okay. Scott Pleasant here. My ride back to New Jersey is gone. Gotta call an Uber. It's okay. Did you remember that whole conversation he had with his brother? So good. Oh, Paul, Scott, you still here? I gotta say something louder. Scott's still here. Thank you so much. Remember the conversation you had? And with that, I was like, what is he doing? And then you turned it around. Excuse the interruption. That was my brother calling me from upstate. That upstate, right? They say your environment is what you make it. My brother says it's a state of mind, right? Never had a debit card, checking account. Always seemed like he had to pay back something. Oh.